Hello, and welcome to week 6 of Summer Faith and Fun here at St. Boniface Parish. This week, we're going to learn about St. Hildegard of Bingen. We have a very special guest who's going to read us a story about this wonderful saint.
I'm Michelle Bird, and today I'm going to be sharing with you Hildegard of Bingen, scientist, composer, healer, and saint, by Demi. Once upon a time, in 1098 AD, in Mainz, Germany, a little girl was born named Hildegard. She was a very special girl because when she shut her eyes, she saw lights, and inside those lights were pictures of heaven. When she was 3 years old, her inside lights became so dazzling and bright that they would make her whole body tremble and shake. Her lights told her many things. If she looked at a mother cow, she could tell the color of its calf before it was born. She could also predict the future. But after seeing so many things with her lights, she got terrible headaches. Her parents decided to send her to the Benedictine cloister of Mount St Hildegard. This monastery was on a beautiful mountain illuminated by the sun. It was a place where people who saw God could go and pray. Hildegard learned reading, music, singing, biblical history, prayer, spinning, and work. She was so musical that she could hear the singing of an entire prayer service just once and perform it. She said, "There is the music of heaven in all things, and we've just forgotten how to hear it until we sing it." When Hildegard was 18, she became a nun and took the Benedictine habit. She was so wise and so kind that when she was older, Hildegard was elected abbess of the cloister. But now, when Hildegard shut her eyes, her secret lights were so blinding and her headaches so great that she could hardly bear it any longer. And suddenly she heard a voice that said, "This is the voice of God. When you see a great light inside you, that too is the light of God. You must let other people see what you see. You must let your inside lights shine out." And so Hildegard began to tell what she saw in her secret land of lights to a nun and monk who wrote it down in a book called Know the Ways of God. Hildegard's secret lights showed how to live for God and enter his heavenly city. As Hildegard wrote down what she saw, her headaches also went away. But she wondered if she should tell everything she saw in her secret land of lights. She thought, "I'm just a poor little woman. I'm just a feather on the breath of God." The greatest monk of the time, Bernard of Clairvaux, told her to continue sharing her secret lights, and so did Pope Eugenius III. When Hildegard was 53, she finished her book, Know the Ways of God, and became famous. Now everyone wanted to see her at St Hildegard cloister, but it wasn't big enough. Hildegard prayed and received heavenly guidance to move her nuns to Rupertsberg, near the town of Bingen. And so she became known as Hildegard of Bingen. At age 65, Hildegard finished her second work, the Book of Life's Merits, showing how man can rise to heaven by overcoming his faults. Hildegard and her nuns would cure many people because she had studied the ways of heaven and earth. She now finished her third book, Physica, on natural history, and a fourth book, Causes and Cures, a scientific and medical encyclopedia. Her fifth book, the Book of Divine Works, was on the activity of God that came from 5 of her secret lights. Hildegard wrote 5 more books, and one of them was a cookbook. So great was Hildegard's secret land of lights, so energetic, so brilliant, and so full of ideas, that Hildegard was able to compose 77 symphonic songs and an operatic morality play. She also wrote hundreds of letters all over the world to emperors, popes, bishops, archbishops, nuns, and nobility. And she invented an alphabet and created a whole new language. In her 60s and 70s, Hildegard made many preaching, teaching, healing, and prophesying tours throughout Germany, and organized and reformed many monasteries. At the age of 81, Hildegard died on September 17, 1179. She has been considered a saint by Catholics and many Protestants who celebrate her life and everything she gave to the world from her secret land of heavenly lights.
St Hildegard of Bingen shows us that God makes use of all kinds of people to guide his church. She shows us how to be courageous and humble in speaking the truth that God shows to us. St Hildegard of Bingen, Abbess, Visionary, and Doctor of the Church, pray for us.